Nation, someone Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, your QP. Well, I'm sorry guys for being late, but I'm here now, and we have to talk because there are latest rumors of Kaizer Chiefs. You know how it is, but then I'm here to bring those rumors to you and also to try and debunk some of them. Well, starting off with Umchitarapana Omuhawankota. By the way, please don't forget to like the video, guys. Thank you so much. By the way, starting with Omuhawankota. Now, Omuhawankota Tua currently is a target. He's a wanted man by Kaizer Chiefs, which I did say before, Wuti. I feel like these are just rumors. And here we are again, you know. The agent dismissing those rumors, Wuti, no, these are not true. They're just rumors. So it makes sense why he has been linked with the move to the Glamour Boys. Why? Well, he's been in South Africa for the past 8 days. So it wouldn't make sense why he has been linked with the club like his issues, because at the end of the day, we do feel like, especially fans, we do feel like there's a lot that is missing in terms of the wingers that we currently have. So maybe we feel like maybe we might get some redemption from a player like Mohamed Kota, which, yeah, guys, nganizwa, but it's unlikely that is going to happen. Why? Well, Kota is playing for a very good team, and I did hear he might be going to Europe or something. I'm not too sure, but it is something that might happen and very soon. So let's just forget about Umjidalapana Umuhaungota, and then we jump to Umjidalapana Utabo Muloisana. Now, currently, again, we have been linked with Utabo Muloisana to Kaizer Chiefs is currently looking to sign Utabo Muloisana, which for me, I don't think it's true, guys. Why am I saying this? Well, number one, looking at a player like Utabo Loisana, yes, I understand. I understand, guys. Contract yakhe is coming to an end manje makuphela season, and also he did mention the fact that he wants to leave Stellenbosch. That is something that we all know. It has been confirmed. So yes, I understand. With that being said, and maybe him becoming a free agent, it might trigger something. But I did even hear, certain people saying what he already has signed a pre-contract with Kaizer Chiefs. Well, with those rumors, guys, I don't know whether to debunk them or to say what. But for me, there's something that I do not understand. Why are we looking to sign a center back instead of signing a right back? Because let's be honest, we do have a problem in terms of that right back position. So I don't understand. I don't understand why we are looking for a center back instead of a right back. But clearly, Case just knows more than we do. So if that is the case, then maybe there's something that they have seen that we have not yet seen. For me, yes, I understand we still have Russian Dotli who is injured and Kevin Msemango who is injured. But if we're not letting go of one of them, then definitely it doesn't make any sense for me to say, let us sign this guy and forget about the ones that we currently have. Because let's be honest, Kaizer tends to give more time to players even when they're not playing for the club, nursing injuries and stuff like that. They prefer to stay with them. So that is something I'm not understanding. And then moving on, guys, we jump to Otefo Mashamaite. Now, if you remember correctly, there was something that was said by Stuart Baxter. He was exposing the fact that, when he came back for the second time, to coach Kaizer Chiefs, things were no longer the same. There were certain things that they wanted to be done precisely. So hence he felt like, this is no longer the same environment. I don't have control of what needs to be done. You are given a clear instruction. This is who you need to field. These are the players that you need to sign. All of those things made it, us confirm. Okay, definitely that is something that we thought was happening, and it looks like it is happening even today. But according to Utefo Mashamaite, he says, during his time things were not like that, which I feel like it would explain why they had, some of the best times when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs used to have quality guys, and it was not just because of they sign them a free agent, but also it was something that had to do with the coaches, because at the end of the day, coaches came in, they understood their assignment, and they knew definitely that they needed, best of the best, not just best of the best, but skillful players. Now, there's something that happened, I think, during 2018 to 2019 season, where we had Abu Samir Nakovic, if I'm not mistaken. We were close, we're this close to winning the league. And it was not the coach, to be honest. Yes, the coach did have influence, but for me, looking back, I'm looking and I'm seeing it, okay, it was because of the special player that we have, or we had those two special players, Abonakovic, Abo Cardoso, those players, they did the impossible, there's certain things that currently with the squad that we have, or the players that we have, I haven't seen it yet. It's not there. So those are the kind of people or kind of special players that are needed at a club like Kaizer Chiefs, which obviously they will help more, and we will be competing for the league with those players. Now, jumping to Umjita Lapano Utabocele, there's been rumors recently that Umjita is not happy at the club and he's looking to leave. Hey, well, I don't know how true this is, but when he signed with Kaizer Chiefs, he knew that he definitely is going to a toxic environment. He even said it himself on some of the interviews. Because what is he getting himself into when it comes to a club like Kaizer Chiefs? And also remember, Omchita signed, about 3.5 years, which means contract here runs up until 2028. So him wanting to leave manje doesn't make any sense to me as a fan and a viewer watching from outside. How can he want to leave while he knows that he signed, a deal of 3 years, which so far, the season yokuqala, I don't think sekaqedile the first year. He still needs to finish the first year because it's 3.5 years. So he needs to finish the first year, and then also salary 2 years, 2.5, 2.5 years, and he's done. So I'm not too confident with the story of Utabocele not being happy and wanting to leave. I would understand if it had to do with the fact that obviously he wants to fight for his position because he has fell out of position. He has fell out of favor, and it's because of the other players that have come in, about Lebohang Maboy, and also, Utulani Tash Mabaso, Spongsenem Tetronaye. When he comes in, he definitely does try and perform for the club, even though he has his fault. So those are the kind of things that I'm still asking myself, and I'm trying to understand, Oti. How can you say he's not happy while obviously he has a lot of competition that he needs to deal with, when it comes to that position that he's currently playing? So I don't know, but you let me know down in the comment section below. There's still Abondlovo. The only player who I think might say I'm not happy, I want to leave, is a player like Josh Matlow. For me, to be honest with you guys, he has been given a contract extension, and I feel like it might be time we let him go. Why? Not because I don't like the guy, but because I'm hoping with definitely if we let him go, we might find a space to sign at least an attacking midfielder. I feel like we're still missing an attacking midfielder because it looks like chances are Gaston Sereno might be leaving us at the end of the season. I'm not too sure, but it is a possibility. So if we can be able to let go of George Matlow and also Gaston Sereno, that gives us an option to at least get 2 attacking midfielders. Sazutai Manje. If Tuduzi Shabalala, obviously Tuduzi Shabalala is still going to be there because contract it runs up until 2028 now, if I'm not mistaken. So we will have another attacking midfielder and then also another attacking midfielder. Now, why 2? Well, we can get someone who's more experienced, and then we can get a younger version, someone who's going to try and fight this position with Tuduzi Shabalala Not saying I do not like or Ethan Chislet, I love him, but also we have to understand his capabilities and his limitations. So that is something that we need to look at, so that next season when we bring in those two attacking midfielders, says okay, this is the guy and that is the guy that we need. Then now jumping to Sereno Naye, he's another player who currently he might leave the club. He might leave the club. Obviously, there's rumors they've started. I don't know whether it's because I made a video the other day and actually Kaizer just will need to make a big decision whether they are going to retain him or let go of him. But then if they do, they need to find a good replacement, because it's not just anyone who can play like Sereno. I understand he has not given us, everything that we wanted, but he did help the team a lot, especially into a lot of certain things. Even the Nedbank Cup, he helped us. Us getting to CAF, he did help. There's a lot of situations where he managed to help us, and there are certain things that he managed to do coming in as a sub, change the game, which is something that we want from a player like Sereno. So if we're letting go of him, then definitely we should have a good replacement to replace this guy. Now jumping to Ikef Buffet to sorry, but it is something that I feel like we need to talk about quickly before the camera shuts down, because it looks like it really low. So I do have IKF. There's a statement that they released. They are taking the cup or the trophy from Senegal, and it's going to Morocco for the second time. Why is that? Well, they say according to Article 84. I did not understand what Article 84 is in terms of UCAF, but in terms of check, what it is and what needs to be followed. So you remember when Senegal played against Morocco, there was that moment when players did no longer want to play, and for them no longer wanting to play, Sadio Mane, I believe, interfered and tried to bring the guys back and say, let's play Buffet, let's see this thing through. So with Article 84, yes, it has not yet happened ever before, but with those situations where it did happen, it happened, but it was not something that matches were kind of broadcasted, which I don't understand. How can F matches not be broadcasted? But then, anyways, moving on. That alone terminates or forfeit, the team that is playing. So it means Wuti, as much as they have played, then definitely they have lost because of that moment. And remember why they did that. They did that because Sponile, some of their players, they were doing certain things. Like there was a lot of this thing, Wuti, those are blacks, these are whites, like Bonagala, definitely would say, yeah. So with that being said, so far people have been blaming Petrus Mutsepe to hey, Petrus Mutsepe this and this and that. And today I found a list of Abajita who tried or who appealed to ICAF board, if I'm not mistaken, so that the decision should be taken, and then Morocco end up winning this thing. Is because of Africans. It's not them. It's not like I can say it's because of race. No, it's not because of that. On that list of all the people who were there and appealing and trying to make sure which this thing goes to Morocco, Petrus Motsepe is not even on the list. So I don't understand why, guys, we are busy blaming Petrus Motsepe for something that he did not even do. I understand the frustrations because of how the league is going, but come on, guys, come on. I don't think Petrus Motsepe has anything to do with that, but I don't know. You let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And do you feel like this is going to have a huge impact in terms of ICAF? AFCON. Is it AFCON? AFCON, I believe. Please let me know. Let me know down in the comment section below. Buffet 2. I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video. Makosi Kumbule Kosi Alpelo Moya. I will be back with more updates. Peace.